In this video, I'm going to show you how to add waste and joins for areas. So let's say we've got a 5x5 and we want to add a join. So let's say the room is let's say a 6x5, 6x5, and there's also going to be a join on it. Now we click here, we do join. Now you've got to run the pile the way the pile is running on the carpet. So let's say the length of the join is going to be 2 meters. So you've got to sort of visualize this. It's going to be the 2 meters, and let's say it's by 1, and let's say there's 2 joins. You can add 2 joins per area. So that's also a 2x1. We then click calculate. So as long as you've got the length running on the same length, you're fine. Also, don't worry if you rotate, because it won't rotate. It won't change the lengths to length. So if this changes because you set rotate on, then this would also change. They will always be running the same way. I can show you an example of that in a moment. Let's turn these off. We don't need those on. So we click calculate. So there we go. Right, so let's say this area as well also had waste in another part of the room, which happened to be, let's say, a 3x3. So now we can see that the joins could actually come from the waste in another part of the room. That might not quite work out like that, but I'm just giving it as an example. So let's now use some like smaller parts. Let's say there's one join and it's more like that, and let's say it's a 450, and for whatever reason we can only use a 4 meter carpet. So let's set that. We've got waste. There's going to be no waste, but in bedroom we're going to have a 4x4 bedroom, and we're going to have, I don't know, let's just say some stairs, just so you can see it in like a real world example. So we've got the join. So that's the plan, and we've got the join down here, which would be added, say, here on the job. Okay, so that's how you add a join. Similar with the waste. So if we just remove the join, and let's say this area had a waste of let's say a 2x2, and let's say it had another bit of waste which was a 1x1. Come back down, we calculate again, and now some of those stairs should be used. There you go, all the stairs were used for the waste. So that's how it's done. If we do the cuts, then on print we'll do waste test. So when we set the cuts on, so before cuts, waste will just come at the end. When we have cuts per page, then the waste will actually be on for the areas of which the waste came from. So in this case, lounge 1 had the waste. So the waste will show for lounge 1 underneath lounge 1, just to make it easier for the fitter. Okay, and then the second cut will be separate. It won't have anything unless, of course, it had waste itself. Just do as an example, and that's just because I know it should work for this. Let's do 2 winders and a ball nose. Let's make it 3 winders and a ball nose. Okay, so one of the ball noses fitted. Let's see if I'm just really doing it for the example of the video. Let's just say it was that, just so you can see. So if the waste was bigger, just as the example, then that's how it would be. That's a shame. You'd still have to order a little bit. But if you add more waste, obviously you could set that. So it's more to show for the print. Oh, we have to do the auto cut. So we'll do auto cut, print. Now you can see these wastes are coming from this area and this waste will be coming from this area. Okay, I remembered I didn't show you what I meant with rotate being on and off. So I said that you don't have to worry about turning rotate on as long as the areas are in the rooms for this, because so you've got 4 meter here and a 3 meter here. Now, this would be better if this was done the other way around, but obviously we don't want 3 and 4 to change and these to not change because of the pile would be running the wrong way. So these will also rotate if these rotate. So at the moment it's off and we can see the total meterage is 24. Now, if we turn this on, this will find a better way and you'll see these two will change, but these will also change. So you'll see 2 will come over here and 1.1 will come over here. So we click calculate and we'll also see 4 and 3 change. So we're going to see both of these change. We're going to get the pop-up warning saying to rotate, and associated joins and waste will also rotate. Okay, so we're going to accept that and you can see both have rotated. So the pile is still going in the same direction. And the meterage has come down from the 24, I believe it was, to 16.4 because now this is a better plan. Okay, thank you. And I'll see you in the next video.